Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play the Langrisser. Our turn has ended, it's time for the computer to act. Okay, the computer's first action is to slightly move one of my men, and then to attack and buff the soldiers like you've done every turn. You've not seen any combat, Jessica. Why don't you learn from your mistakes? Nearly out of MP. Grief. Fashionable green A in the bottom left hand corner. Ah, it's just gone now, what a shame. Now Bernhardt is set up on a throne. A throne is a brilliant defensive position. I'm not sure why being sat on a chair means your defense skyrockets, but apparently it does. So by him being there, he has a 40% terrain defense bonus. That's about as good as it ever gets, unless you're a sea commander in deep water. So if we can't get him off that throne, he'll be difficult to kill, because his defense will be so high. Fortunately, we have a dragon. We'll get there sometime. First meteor coming in. We have a heal spell ray just for that. And the Nixies are pretty good with magic defense, but Leicester isn't. Unfortunately, the Nixies are pretty bad on physical defense. They're standing up rather impressively to those ballistas, so well played to the Nixies. As I said before, with Leicester, could have had archers at this point, but archers would be seriously getting smashed down by the ballistas. They'd have no chance at all. And they wouldn't be able to shoot up either. Maybe they'd be able to take a odd pop shot and the horse in the bottom left hand corner of the enemy's little parapet, but still we wouldn't be able to do any serious damage with archers, so I'm happy with my choice of Nixies. Yes, they're slow, but so is Leicester, and I'm not going to be attacking anything outside of influence. Lack of sense on the computer's part. Should have gone for the 3 Nixies, may have got a kill. Certainly not going to do 7 points of damage, which means however good his attack is here, I'll just heal him back up with a heal 2 spell, so that was a waste of time. Running too low on MP to do anything. I didn't notice he was in attack range, but alright. Probably going to lose this bandit. Nope, just held off, just held 1 hit point, which is great because the heal 2 spell will hit him as well, bringing him back up to 10. Let's get hit by another ballista. Well, he looks like he's going to be safe. Mentioned it before, but to be a bit more precise, when a meteor hits the ground, it turns that particular spot into rubble, which means that whatever defensive benefit it used to give is lost, and instead it now gives a 5 defense benefit. So when we're in an indoors map like this, that decreases because the normal defense bonus is 10%. So standing in a crater is not a good move, but it's not the end of the world either. The differences are so minute, it doesn't really matter. However, if we had the meteor spell, I would use it on Bernhardt's throne. That would reduce his 40% down to a 5%, and that really does make a difference. So, when Hain finally learns Meteor, it's going to be handy. But I think he needs a class change to learn Meteor, which means it's unlikely. Credit to you, Hain, if you can gain like 5 levels before we get to Bernhardt, but I doubt it's going to happen. First order of business is the heal 2. That just about does it. I am recalling Aaron because his job to the south is complete, and there are some dragoons belonging to Bernhardt. He'll be helpful for killing those. I was really going to rely on Keith for killing those, but Keith has let me down in quite spectacular fashion, so we're going to have to recall Aaron's men. They're on defensive AI control, so they should be able to make their own way back, although it won't be very neat, and it will be twice as long as if I controlled them, because the computer isn't very clever. And hopefully this will push that mage so low that she feels the need to treat herself. Usually when you're knocked from beneath 7, or if you're knocked from 2-7 or beneath, you like to heal. So use that to our advantage. Now we should really be heading rightward with Leicester if we can help it, because that's the one with all the MP. That's the one we want to kill most of all. Scott can probably take out the one in the middle if he works his way around. He's going to do now. Can't move that far because it's indoors, but it's not that bad. It's not like he's Leicester who just slogs his way across the floor. The crater terrain does slow down horses slightly by about 1 tile, which is why my nice formation has been lost in moving over here. Just put you there for a quick heal. And the dragon's going to keep its advance going. Yes, nearly there now. Do want Cherie there. Cherie herself is very strong, of course. That's our men. Don't want to be in ballista range though, which means basically can't go anywhere near anything. So maybe Cherie should go around the other side. No, even that's not going to work. Cherie's just going to have to play really defensively and go around the other way, which wasn't my original plan. So it's all on Leicester now, really. Hopefully he can show us a few glimmers of brilliance. Guessing you can't hit anything, and I will send you one more step outside of influence, but you still can't hit anything. Alright. One of these days you'll do something, Kane. One of these days. Airwing can progress towards the middle and hopefully help out of it there. Don't want him to steal too much experience, but help is help. And that just about does it for this turn. We shall end this one. And watch some of Aaron's men fail to surround him. Yes, brilliant, we got 1 there. Jessica's plans still just pathetic. Honestly, what was the point in her turning up if this is her game plan? She always brings soldiers. Why don't you bring something more useful? Like ballistas. Ballistas with attack too. Now we're talking. Soldiers? What's the point? Burger wants to get on the action now. He's casting an Earthquake. An Earthquake is a spell we haven't seen. Let's have a look at what this one does. Now, it creates a lot of broken terrain when you do it at randomly selected locations. And also, of course, does damage. I believe it's cast like Blizzard is, which is around the target, around the caster, rather than a selected area. If he casted it, that presumably means he feels he's in range of something. Probably Airwind. So we'll take a look at that. See what happened. Apologies for the ultra slow advance. It's just the nature of my units. Nixies are a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to this. They can kind of take the shots, kind of can't. They'd eventually be worn down. If they were in the sea, they'd be able to tank just about absolutely everything. So they have an incredible defense bonus. Nixies are a really good unit. The mere fact that they can function outside of water moderately well gives away how good of a unit they are. I am hoping Liana will still be able to reach Lester if it does charge forward one more square. The other plan I have is that if Hayne casts another fireball, it will hit that magician, and it will reduce that magician down to 7 HP. Now, if I do that, hopefully she'll heal herself again. That will give Esther one more turn before the meteors come down to hopefully attack her with a Nixie and get her down to that mortally wounded state. She's just frantically healing herself. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how well it works momentarily. As far as Nixie is concerned, archers are just a lower attack version, they're no threat at all. And yes, that Earthquake was cast just to deal a tiny bit of damage to one group of bandits. Berzer, not a man of great tactics either, it would seem. Just everyone in this land is incredibly inept when it comes to combat. We really need to do something about this horde of ballistas. First of all, Hayne, it's time for you to toss in another fireball. And then I'm going to ask you to attack with your 2 ballistas. Now I know you're going to be out of influence with them, but really if you don't attack with them you're never going to end up using them, so you may as well. You don't need to go that far though. Will do. Can take a shot at him. Ballistas generally knock each other out with every single shot, so it doesn't matter that she has a bit more attack than I do. The point is that there's no defense bonuses worth speaking of, so it's just generally a double knockout. Horse is a little tougher to take down, but still we've got an attack advantage over their defense, so a little surprising we didn't kill it. Liana, however, will be able to toss in one of her famous heals. Be able to encompass everything and bring that ballista back up to good standing. And we shall charge in with Lester, we shall charge in with Erwin on the other flank. Hopefully see the end of a lot of these units. No, not this turn, because Lester's too slow. But next turn, oh by god, next turn's going to be a violent one. The best thing we can do is get Erwin in here and start to cause this woman some problems. Erwin shouldn't have any worries attacking archers head on. Go! Rather harmonic death cries for all of those archers there. Quite pleasing to the ears. If nothing more, Erwin will at least draw some ballista fire. Nicely, effectively dead ballista. I mean, it's not dead, we haven't got the experience for it, but it's not going to be able to shoot or do anything. The Reader doesn't like to shoot with 1 HP ballistas for whatever reason. And it's just a case of moving up a few more units. But it looks like we're at the end of another video, so I shall move forward some units off screen, but I shan't end the turn, you won't be missing anything. Hopefully you'll join me next time, and we shall continue.